Hello, Earth signs. Welcome to the Big Picture Tarot. You are here for the week ahead tarot spread. I'm going to do a 9-card tarot spread. I'm going to use the Morgan Greer tarot, a mini version that I really like. Really enjoy this one. So, if you have your sun, your moon, your ascendant, or a heavily earthly chart, this reading is for you. We're going to get a look into your general energy for the upcoming week, some external influences. We're going to look into possible challenges that might come up and some insights into how you earth signs might be inclined to go for, and some of them might be more useful. So who knows what's gonna come up. We're gonna see right away. So I said we're going to use a 9 card spread, and also we're going to use a oracle, the Sufi wisdom oracle. Okay, 8 of Wands, Knight of Cups, 5 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 10, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Rods, 3 of Cups, the Hermit, and the 6 of Swords. Beautiful, beautiful earth signs. Oh, you're a bit moody and a bit sad and a bit disappointed, aren't you? Feeling a bit blue lately, but the 8 of Wands or 8 of Rods is here to describe your general attitude. So your level of energy is actually quite high, and you're very vigorous and very action mode, I would say, right? You're eager to get results and to move forward with things. Be direct and react in the same time. So very active energy. So a lot of potential energy here and a lot of eagerness, I feel, for you earth signs. So with this general energy is how you move forward in the upcoming week. So very energetic, full of zest, like a tiny ant. You know how busy ants are all the time, and very agile, always on the move, always going somewhere, doing something. Lovely earth signs. And very interesting, all of the other cards for you earth signs are in reverse. So I get the sense of kind of feeling stuck and in the same time wanting to move forward and apply your energy and your will in order for things to move and change. So very creative intention for you earth signs. But we see that in your recent past, some form of disillusionment. You experienced some form of disillusionment. This is how I feel it. And the challenge for this week is still going to be related to processing that loss, that emotional loss that for some of you happened quite recently, and it's something that might still affect you in a way or another, in being probably more moody is what I get, right? So a very moody times for earth signs is what I get, and I feel you, my earthly brothers, and I'm sorry if you went through some difficult emotional times lately, right? So it is going to be the challenge to process loss. So as you will hopefully discover along the way with me and my reading style, is that I will not sugarcoat anything. I will tell it as I see it in the cards. So I do see and feel from the cards, earth signs, that there is some form of emotional struggle and emotional pain, that it is connected to some recent activity in your relationships, and also the way you relate with your dreams, your expectations, your romantic aspirations and attachments in general, and how realistic are they when the Knight of Cups is in reversed. The tarot is suggesting, questioning if our expectations are realistic. Yes. It will be relevant for some of you that for the upcoming week, to be careful with how you spend money. Try not to be either too generous or to be very strict with your resources, even though it might be something critical and you might help someone, like really in need. So for many of you, it will be important to take a step back from making decisions altogether that require your involvement in transactionating and supplying for someone else in one way or another. So whenever that subject might come up in your next week, try to take a step back or reassess the terms of your agreements in general. Make sure you are not underselling yourself, for example. Neither that you are being too greedy, right? But I get the sense that it's about not underselling yourself, especially. So a better way to look forward for is to look upon things from the Wheel of Fortune reversed perspective. Like, try to don't force things and accept that at times it might be out of your control. Some things are just meant to be like this. One way they're up and the next time they're down, and there's a cycle to everything. And also this might be related to your grieving process. It might be relevant, this idea that control, it's maybe not in your possession to have, right? In the grander scheme of things, that is. Yeah. And also not rushing to things, not not expecting things to reach a conclusion right away and see the fruits of your efforts right away. A bit of patience will be the best strategy for you in the next week, Earth signs, and just be patient that things will happen step by step. Okay, step by step. They're on your way. They just need a bit more time. 3 of Cups as your resources. The Hermit. And the 6 of Swords. Very interesting reading for you, Earth signs. I feel like you have a support system that it's really quite close to you, and I feel like some of you are finding difficult to identify this support group. Those honest and quite affectionate relationships that you already have with maybe a small group of people. Maybe they are not connected to each other, or maybe they do are. Either way, you do have some emotional support resources that you can access. You need to focus on that and access those emotional support that you actually need. It's not about taking control right now, right? So it will. Whatever you desire to manifest, it will, but you need to first acquire the skill to process whatever this is that it's still playing into your emotional life one way or another. And we see it here that for the upcoming week it is going to be challenging. It's going to show up somehow in some form of turmoil, emotional turmoil, some form of stress. So it is the best right now to be more patient with your desires and your impulses, right? And would be a better idea actually to tap into your emotional support resources that you have. And for some of you, I think this might be a blind spot right now, and we see it here, right? And the Hermit in reverse, I'm wondering if you are being constantly involved in communicating with other people. I feel like for some of you are sometimes exhausted or overwhelmed for overly socializing all the time, and there's a need for withdrawal that I don't know if you address, but might be interesting to think about it. If that resonates with you, might be interesting. So withdrawal in order for you to integrate and move forward with the heavy emotions, with whatever might feel that keeps you from moving forward as you like. So it's the mental aspect of it, right? The 6 of Swords is proceeding forward with what we can call acceptance and mentally integrating the meaning of events in our life in such a way that we are able to imagine new beginnings and new scenarios and make new plans and in a way start again, So in order for actual plans become real, and these intentions that I see you have with a lot of vigor, typical earthly vigor, right? So you mean business, right? You really want to do stuff and change, and you're eager to do that. But first, what I see is that for the next week, it's going to play a lot more into your emotional part, right? And trying to find more support for whatever it is that you're feeling, and be careful with how you are involved in this time in transactional communication, or any kind of decisions that might have material consequences, because you might be tempted to I don't know, it's a bit difficult for you. So this is what I see. Well, let's move on. I would like to have 3 cards from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. I really get the sense, earth signs, that you need like a break with your loved ones, with the most close loved ones, and give you a bit of a time and rest. And if you had like a super busy life lately, and your upcoming week is still going to be busy, and you're gonna feel like you lack the energy to go through all of those things, all you have to do is to be, first of all, a bit gentle to yourself, honest with how you feel about things, right? The Knight of Cups in reverse I've talked about. Just give you the space to do that first. And make sure you have a lot of rest. And you take things slowly. And you surround yourself with the people who really care about you and do love you. And everything will be alright. Let's see what we have for you. Time to play. Make time to dance and play. Wow, wonderful. Maybe this is one particular way of showing you some self-love, self-care. Using dancing, playing, getting dirty, who knows, whatever you feel like. It's playful and gets you into this more playful energy. And I told you that you seem to have a lot of energy and creative energy, and directing it to some form of playful creative practice might actually be a very healthy way of showing you this space and rest that I've just mentioned. Time to play. Give yourself some time, and we actually have more information here to dance, to play. Gift of freedom. Break away from your attachments. So that's basically a wonderful correspondence to the 5 of Cups. That is your next week challenge and lesson and difficult feeling that might show up somewhere along the way. And this is also an opportunity for you to break away from that difficult feeling while allowing it to pass through you and not stay that long. Ending a trauma. Transform memories and symptoms. How about that, earth signs? What an earthy, deep, deep reading for you guys. So the disillusionment, the trauma, getting the feeling that what you thought was real is not real. The Knight of Cups in reversed. And this blockage, right? So it's coming to an end, guys. And it's a process. It's gonna take a while, but you're getting there, right? Hang in there, earth signs. If it feels heavy on you, you get the gift of freedom. This is what this is all about, and you're gonna end the trauma. And it's time for you to play, because the hardest part, it's been already played out. And the next week is gonna be a very interesting for you. I think it's going to be a step forward from this blockage and feeling like you're stuck in a way, if that is something that you resonate with too, right? And this creative energy that you do have, and all these good idea and dreams and all the good stuff that you want to do, it's amazing. And I'm really happy for you guys that you do have this drive to do things and keep it. It's gonna be useful for you in the next week, and more importantly, it's gonna be useful for you if you are directing this energy towards some time for you just to play and relax and even get physical. Put that energy, and if you feel restless or agitated or nervous or downright furious, some of you might resonate with that powerful emotion, well, try to do that redirection towards something for you that feels playful and allows you to manifest that energy, that boost of energy, that need for movement. Yes, this is what the cards have for you here, and I hope this was inspiring. And please let me know in the comments. Your feedback means a lot to me, so I would really love if you resonated with this reading to come back somewhere along the next week and let me know what connections did you make between this, what was the symbolism of the reading and how it showed up for you in your week ahead. If you feel like we vibe, please like and subscribe if you haven't done that already. And thank you so much for coming to my channel. See you soon for the next week with a new reading. Until then, please take care of you and bye.